I need your help, please subscribe my channel. It started like one of those nights that should have been simple, harmless fun. A small dinner with friends, wine flowing, laughter filling every corner. My wife Claire had always been the life of the room, witty and charming, the one who could keep everyone entertained. I used to love that about her. Lately though, her humor had found a new target, me. First it was subtle. Little jabs about how lost I'd be without her, how patient she was for keeping me around. Everyone laughed and so did I. But laughter doesn't always mean amusement. Sometimes it's just easier than admitting you're hurt. That night she went too far. A conversation turned to relationships and breaking points. Claire smirked, raised her glass and said, "If I ever get tired of him, I'll just give him away to someone who actually wants him, like Lily over there." The room erupted in laughter. Lily blushed. I smiled, hiding the sting inside. But it wasn't just her words, it was the way she said them. The casual cruelty, the way everyone treated it as normal. I excused myself early, claiming I wasn't feeling well. Nobody noticed, not even her. Standing in the hallway as laughter faded behind me, I realized something had cracked, quietly, irreversibly. The next morning, Claire acted as if nothing had happened. She hummed while making coffee, scrolling her phone, as though the previous night's words hadn't embedded themselves deep inside me. I wanted to confront her, to make her see how humiliating it felt to be mocked in front of friends. But I didn't. I had tried that before, and she'd always brushed it off. "You're too sensitive," she'd said with a careless smile. "It's just teasing, babe." But it wasn't teasing anymore. It was disrespect disguised as humor, and I was done being the punchline in my own marriage. A few days later, I ran into Lily, the same woman Claire had joked about giving me to. We had known each other for years through mutual friends. She asked if I was okay, and for some reason I couldn't brush it off. She had noticed, seen how Claire treated me, how I swallowed my pride and smiled through it. We ended up talking for hours. First about nothing, then about everything. She listened, truly listened, without judgment or sarcasm. Felt strange to be heard like that. When we parted, she said softly, "You deserve someone who speaks to you with kindness." That sentence stayed with me all night. The following weeks at home brought no change. Claire continued her jokes. Our dinners became silent routines. I sat across from her, wondering when she stopped seeing me as a partner and started seeing me as an audience. Then it happened again, this time in front of my family at Sunday dinner. Conversation turned to marriage and patience. As always, Claire couldn't resist. She laughed, looked directly at my mother and said, "If he ever drives me crazy enough, I'll just hand him over to Lily. She seems to like quiet men." Everyone chuckled politely, unsure how to react. My mother frowned. I felt the familiar sting, but this time, it solidified into something steady, something final. After dinner, I walked Claire to the car. She was still smiling, proud of her performance. "Oh, don't look so serious," she said, touching my arm. "You know, I'm just joking." I nodded slowly. "Yeah," I said. "I know." That night, I packed a single suitcase. No yelling, no confrontation, just quiet clarity. I left a note on the kitchen table. "You were right. I'm going to the woman you named." And I did. I didn't go to Lily out of spite. I went because I needed peace. For the first time in years, I felt I could earn it simply by walking away. When I told Lily what happened, she didn't cheer. She just looked at me with understanding and said, "You didn't come to me. You came back to yourself." Months passed. Claire called once, maybe twice. I never answered. I wasn't angry anymore. I simply didn't belong in her version of love. People often joke about losing what they have, thinking it'll never actually happen. But if you laugh too freely at someone else's worth, eventually one day they won't be there anymore.